Rasslin Ted here, the man with the pro wrestling head. Man, that was a hell of a main event last night on AEW Dynamite. I loved all of it until Darby Allin got on top of that ladder and did the swanton onto Jeff on those rows of chairs. Could do without that. Don't like spots like that. Don't like spots that made me go, ooh, or like, ooh, that looked like it hurt. No, man. I like spots that made me want to go, woo, man, yeah, right on. Get him, get him. That's me. Good old redneck wrestling Ted. I like stuff that just gets me excited. I guess I'm old school that way. I like to cheer for the good guys, boo the bad guys, pop when they say something clever. I like to see a comeback. I like to see a couple of like turnarounds and swerves and, nothing that just really involves people risking their necks. They don't need to do that. It has its place and it has its moments, maybe once in a while, but I just don't need to see any of that. I don't want to see wrestlers really seriously risking their necks getting hurt. This business is hard enough on their bodies as it is. And most of these people don't think so. Well, go in there, man, and let one body slam you sometime. Try to do a hip toss. Better yet, let an invisible man hip toss you and see how hard that is. And to land flat all the time. Just don't go for that, man. And Tony Khan, he's really got to pull back on that. It's just been, ever since he started up this company, it's just been too much of that. I've been seeing ladders, barbed wire, chairs, barbed wire, thumbtacks, people just goring themselves. It just, it's crazy, man. And just like doing it all on just regular programming too, where it just doesn't mean anything. No, I just feel like that Tony Khan is treating the promotion like a huge toy box and all the wrestlers he's using are action figures. Which leads me to another complaint. What is it with all these WWE guys going over to AEW talent? Shouldn't they be used to put these guys over? Make them the superstars that they could be? Especially Darby Allin, man. That boy's got a lot of potential. He's got a really interesting character. Him and Sting make a great pair. I just don't understand it. I just don't think Jeff should have went over it last night. It kind of reminds me of the time when I heard a Conan shoot interview. And Conan was talking about the older luchadors, about how they didn't want to help out the younger guys and put them over. All they wanted to do was keep their spots, just make themselves being famous. I just don't get it, man. I remember back in the old days, it always seemed like to me that the older guys were trying to put the younger guys over to help build them up, draw and make money. I remember my grandpappy telling me that Kevin Von Erich beating Dick Murdoch for the Missouri State title, making Kevin the youngest Missouri State champion ever. I also remember watching Florida wrestling and watching a guy like Ron Bass put Barry Windham over and make him look like a world beater. You want to even go further than that? I remember a young Ricky Steamboat taking on Harley Race, and Race didn't have any reason to make Steamboat look good, but he did, That's the way it really should be. The older vets making the younger guys look like $1 million to get them ready for that next generation of stars. Well, that's just my opinion, all. I want to give a big shout out to all my friends out there on Twitter and YouTube. Keep talking, keep with the thumbs up, keep throwing them comments at me. I'm always willing to listen in here, man, and I don't mind a little criticism. Just don't be mean. Anyways, this is Rasslin Ted, the man with the pro wrestling head. Hallelujah. Didn't think I was going to do that, did you? Bye, y'all.